I'm Michaela, and you're watching Failures of the Past. Our guest today is Henry Clay. Hey guys, I just want to let everyone know that I am not a failure. Just some people don't appreciate what I'm trying to do here. Yeah. So, let's talk about those few accomplishments. So first, let's talk about the American system.
You mean my American system?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Well, Michaela, I made this system to advance the nation's economic growth.
Well, why don't you tell us about it?
The three parts are protective tariffs, internal improvements, and national bank.
Can you elaborate on those three parts?
Well, the protective tariffs benefits the East. The national bank aids the economics of all sections, and internal improvements promote growth in the West and South.
Well, that sounds interesting. Next, let's talk about the Missouri Compromise. I know that it was to make sure that the slave states and free states had equal representation, but can you explain it more for me?
Thank you for asking. I'm very proud of my work on that. Missouri was admitted as a slave state and Maine was admitted as a free state. Also, the U.S. wanted to prohibit slavery in the rest of the Louisiana Territory with a latitude of 3630.
Thank you for sharing. Now, let's cut to a commercial break, sponsored by the Andrew Jackson campaign. We're back at Failures of the Past with Henry Clay. How are you doing?
Well, after the commercial break, I'm a little salty.
Yeah, sorry about that. Since you brought it up, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Andrew Jackson.
Well, all that comes to mind is how much I hate him. He's a scoundrel and a liar.
Why do you say that? Have you two had altercations in the past?
Yes, definitely. He has a personal vendetta against me, and he lets that affect his presidency. Especially with the National Bank.
I know that there are many opinions about the National Bank and that you were in favor of it, but can you explain Jackson's viewpoint to me?
Well, anything that I was involved with, Jackson automatically hated, and he wanted to eliminate with all his might. So Jackson vetoed the bill for the National Bank.
Well, that's a little harsh. Now, I want to talk about the election of 1832. I know that you ran for president and that you were not successful. Can you elaborate on that situation?
I challenged Jackson by persuading a majority of the Congress to pass a bank recharter bill. Jackson vetoed it because he hates my guts.
Well, we all know how that ended.
Well, of course, the voters sided with Jackson at a 3/4 of the electoral votes. Those idiots.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now let's talk about your involvement in the corrupt bargain.
Well, let's get this straight. There's no proof that I was involved with anything of that sort. This is all rhetorical.
Go on.
Everyone knows that being Secretary of State is a stepping stone to becoming president because that's what evidence has shown.
Well, that obviously wasn't the case.
Well, Jackson accused John Quincy Adams and I of corrupting the election of 1824. Supposedly, I got votes for John Quincy Adams to become president, and then in return, he would make me Secretary of State that I thought that I would become president next.
Well, in the end, you were still a failure. You know what? I'm done with this show. I had enough people telling me that I'm a failure. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done!
Hi guys, I'm Michaela and you're watching Failures of the Past. Our guest today is Henry Clay. We can't do it if we're laughing the whole time. Hold on. The three parts of the American system is protective tariffs, internal. Oh no! We're doing so good.
I made the system to advance the economic system of the. Oh my god.
The economic system.
I didn't even read it. Oh god. There's gonna be a long day.